What pattern did you make?
This is the Davenport dress by Friday Pattern Company. The dress has long sleeves with an elastic ruffle hem and a shoulder flutter detail. The front neckline is gathered with elastic, and the dress has a drawstring waist, so it's super easy to get into and out of without any zipper or button closures. The bottom of the dress is also gathered, and the hem hits me at the knees. And most importantly, this dress has pockets. The size range on this pattern is extra small to 7X, which accommodates up to a 60-inch bust, 53-inch waist, and 63-inch hip. The only notions you'll need is 1 yard or of 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter wide elastic, a safety pin to help you pull your elastic through the casings, and of course, matching thread. The pattern doesn't have any other variation unless you make your own hacks or alterations. It comes in both PDF and paper pattern versions, and I use the paper pattern version.
What fabric did you use? And, did you originally have other plans for your chosen fabric?
I believe this was a rayon 12 fabric, so it had a tad more thickness and body than your usual wispy and light basic rayons. I loved this deep pumpkin color with the simple black abstract marks on it. It's a perfect tone for fall, but my original plan for this fabric was actually a more summery vibe. I was going to make the saguaro set, which is another Friday Pattern Company pattern, for my birthday trip this last June, but I later decided that it would possibly be better suited as a dress since the fabric was a bit heavier than I thought.
How were the pattern instructions and assembly?
I found this pattern easy to put together and follow along. The instructions were very clear, and I always love when a pattern creator also provides a sew-along video. I did look at the video sometimes when I didn't feel like looking at the instruction booklet anymore, and I found the video also extremely helpful. I'll be sure to link the sew-along video in the description box below.
Have you worn this dress out in public yet?
Yes, I wore it for the first time to a Thanksgiving dinner this year. We took a brief ride on the Amtrak to get there, and these photos were taken outside of the station.
Would you say this garment is your style?
Not really at all. It's more ruffles than I like, but I wanted to try something different because sometimes things may suit you that you don't realize, but in this case, it was a little too Laura Ingalls' A Little House on the Prairie for me.
Did you make any alterations to this pattern?
No, but I did cut all the pattern pieces above the waist in size medium and large on the bottom, and I do regret that decision. I just made it slightly more difficult for myself to attach the actual skirt to the dress bodice, and because there's so much more room and ruffles in this dress, I could have easily gotten away with cutting all the pieces the same size.
How long did it take you to complete?
About 2 weeks total. I didn't work on it every day, but I just tried to do a few steps each time I worked on it.
Will you ever wear it out again?
I could see myself wearing this to work while probably pairing it with a long cardigan that I would never take off all day, mostly to cover up the fluttered ruffle detail on the shoulders and sleeves, because I'm not the biggest fan of how it looks on me. I personally think it flatters me best paired with long outerwear. Otherwise, to me, this dress is just giving Grady twins from The Shining when I'm not wearing the extra layer.
Will you make this pattern again?
I could possibly see a version for myself in all black and without the shoulder flutter detail. I think that could look pretty chic, but honestly, I doubt I would ever make this pattern again for myself.
Any final thoughts?
Despite this pattern not really working out for me style-wise, it was definitely an enjoyable sew, and the final product looked just like the pattern cover photo, and honestly, that's really all you can ask for in a pattern. On those two facts alone, I would definitely recommend this pattern to anyone interested in trying it out. Before I make anything, I always check Instagram for inspiration, and there were just a lot of folks that were rocking this prairie style really nicely. It's a comfortable dress, but in the end, this style wasn't for me. All right, so that was my 5-minute review, honest review of the Davenport dress by Friday Pattern Company. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Maybe you don't have an opinion. Either way, thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you next time. Happy sewing!